Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I have my pigment collection from Peaches and Cream. I absolutely love my pigments from Peaches and Cream. I just think that they can transform any look at any time, and I genuinely do think they're worth investing in for yourself. And also, if you're a MUA and you have a kit, then they're an absolute must-have. They really will take your makeup from one stage to the next, because they just add that extra bit of something, you know, whether it's that extra bit of pop, that extra bit of highlight, that extra bit of dimension, whatever it is, they really are good pigments, and I do definitely recommend investing in them. So if you'd like to see what pigments I have and which ones are my favourite, then please keep watching. Okay, so one thing I will say is Prin isn't showing up on camera exactly how it is in person, so just bear this in mind. However, our first one is Prin, and it's like a peachy pinky undertone white. It's really pretty. I actually use it a lot if I don't want too much of a brow bone highlight, or if somebody likes a pop of highlight in their inner corner but they don't like anything too crazy, then Prin's a really nice soft highlight. And then our next one along is Starlight, which is one of my favourite ever pigments. This is one I have replaced quite a few times just because I call it a topper. I think it's absolutely beautiful. The top of products like the Be Perfect liquid eyeshadows, it's just so pretty and just gives any look that extra pop. So if there was one that I would recommend for your kit, then I would definitely recommend Starlight. Next along is Moonlight, and this one is a newer one to my collection. It's a really warm goldy undertone white, and it is so pretty for them warmer looks like your cranberry smokes, your chocolate brown smoky eye, anything like that. It shows up really pretty with. And then lastly we have Mermaids, which if you are an OG MAC lover, then you will know that it looks the spitting image of Teal Reflex. However, this is like £6 I believe, and the MAC Teal Reflex is about 17. So it's absolutely beautiful, and I surprisingly use this a lot considering it's a little bit more of an out there colour. It is so stunning on so many different looks. Okay, so next we have a little bit of a selection along the purpley and the reddier tones, and then I've just threw in Dynamite as well. I have Gypsy, which is a really pretty colour. It isn't one that I go to much, but whenever I do put it on, I love it. And it's also one of them that if clients come in and I know them quite well and I know what they like, but they go, oh, just surprise me, and I throw this on them, they love it. It's quite similar to a MAC pigment that I have called Heritage Rouge. Next I have Phoenix, which is a really pretty like pinky red, and this is such a unique colour. I really enjoy using it. Next we have Mademoiselle, which is another new one to my collection, and I haven't used it that much yet, but I'm definitely going to get round to, because you can see it's so pretty. Then we have Cinderella, which is a little bit similar to Mademoiselle. It is just a little bit more of the pinker side. It has more of like a pink reflex rather than a purple. And then lastly we have Dynamite, which is one of my all-time favourite pigments. I use this all the time on clients. It's just one of those that you just can't go wrong with, and I really enjoy using. So this is another one that I would definitely recommend to pick up for your kit. I just want to interject as well and say, if you see any red marks, it is just from me wiping these pigments off. They have great lasting power, and they're also so pigmented, so they take quite a bit to rub off. So if you see any of those marks, it's from me trying to wipe these pigments off. So next up are my absolute go-tos. These are the ones that I really recommend everyone to have in their kit, to be honest. So my first one is Halo. This is ultimate bridal vibes. It's so pretty, such a nice sheen to it. It's kind of like a cool tone pink, so for a bride that doesn't really want much but they want something that's quite soft, then I really like to use that one. Then we have my all-time favourite, which is Peached. This is such a pretty colour for brides, and it's the one that I'd say I use the most on brides. Then we have Selfie, which is a very close second. As you can see, these two are quite similar. However, Peach just has a little bit more depth to it. When this is on the eye and blended in with a brown smoke, then it isn't as dark as it's showing up here. So I tend to pick Peached over Selfie. Then we have Lux, and it is just unreal. I don't even think the camera's doing it justice, if I'm completely honest with you. It is amazing, and I use this mainly again as a topper. I like to pop this over the top, so if you popped it over the top of Peached, it would be really, really pretty, and that's a combo that I use all the time. So then on the end we have Kitten. This had a very sad story, a very short shelf life. I basically bought it, and the day I bought it, one of my clients knocked it off the side, putting her bag down, and it spilled all over the floor. So I haven't used it that much, but the little bit that I did manage to save, I didn't use it too much. I will say on camera it isn't showing up perfectly how it is in person, but it might just be because I've kind of had to scrape the barrel with this one. Lastly, we have Crush, which is quite a unique shade of pink, I would say, and it's kind of got this little bit of a gold reflex underneath. Very, very pretty, but if I'm honest, not one that I do tend to reach for much. I don't really know why, it's just not something that I seem to grab for very much. Okay, so next we have 4 colours that I honestly don't use that much, which is a bit of a shame looking at them because they're all so beautiful, and I don't really know why I don't use them. They're just ones that seem to get shoved to the back of the drawer, but gorgeous nonetheless. So first up we have Wild West, which is a real chocolatey brown, and as you can see it's got a little bit of a sheen to it, but it's not too shimmery and it's really pretty. And then very similar to it we have Rodeo. Rodeo is a lot more of a redder brown in person than Wild West is. You might be able to see a little bit better there. Then we have Rootin' Tootin', which has such an amazing name. I love that name, and it's got a really nice gorgeous orangey tone to it, and now looking at it I think I'm definitely going to do a look with this because I think it would be really, really pretty. And then finally we have Fox, which is the one that I reach for the most out of this set, and it is really, really nice with like a dark chocolatey smoky eye. So that is those 4. Okay, so now we have a few random colours, but make sure you stick around because the next ones and the last ones that I'm going to show you are actually all my golds, and I would say my favourites are probably in the next few. I thought I would show you these random ones now because they genuinely are so beautiful. They look a little bit crazy when they're all together like this, but they're really, really nice. So first off we have Flamingo, which is again such a unique colour. It's a very, very orangey in the top, but goes on a lot more pinky orange. It's really, really pretty. It's one of those that I really, really wanted, and then when I got it I was like, I'm definitely going to use this all the time, and I don't. However, when I do use it I absolutely love it, and it's really nice in the summer. Next up we have Secret, which is such a pretty colour. Quite similar to Gypsy in my opinion, but really, really pretty. Then we have Fangulous, which is absolutely amazing, and this is a newer one to my collection and I am obsessed with it. It is so, so pretty, and again, any of my MAC OGs will know that this is exactly like blue brown, and I was obsessed with that in college. So when I got this a few weeks ago I was like, oh my god, I'm going to use this all the time. So I did a look on Instagram and I got so many compliments on it, so I definitely recommend this one. If you're not a big fan of colour, because it's got that brown undertone, it's just so pretty on the eyes. We have Sapphire, which is the prettiest blue I have ever seen in my life. I was picking between this one and I think it was double denim on the website, and I decided to go for this one, and I just do not regret it in the slightest. It's absolutely stunning, and I did a pop of colour with this, so if you want to see a tutorial doing like a brown smoky eye with a pop of colour, I would definitely use this one, and I can definitely show you how to create that look because it's so pretty. Second to last we have Cactus, which is a beautiful green. If you watched my green smoky eye, then you would have seen this in action. It's a really pretty colour. And then finally we have Rattlesnake, which is unbelievable. It shines so nicely in all kinds of lights. I love this, and it's another one that I surprisingly use all the time. Even though it is green, I do tend to put it with lots of different looks, and it just sits so nicely. Oh wow, look what just happened. Look what Flamingo has just done to me. So just looking at these ones just make me want to play with makeup, and they make me want to get back to doing client makeup because I miss painting everybody's face so much. And these are the colours that I would say are my go-tos, that you just can't go wrong with, that everybody loves. So first off, doesn't even need that much explaining because it is unreal, absolutely unreal. It just looks so nice. So this is called Gatsby, and it is just so pretty. I'm not even going to sit and explain it because it does it for itself. It's so nice. If you're going to get one pigment, I would 100% recommend this. It is just stunning and you just can't go wrong. And if you're starting off with makeup and maybe you're struggling with your brown smoky eyes or anything, and you just need that little bit of something to make it pop, this will do it, and you just can't go wrong with it. So 100% would pick up Gatsby. Second along we have Most Wanted, which is another really popular shade in my makeup collection. I have a lot of clients that say to me that they want a gold smoky eye but they're not into anything too glittery. Then this is what I would put on them. It's also nice for bridesmaids, christenings, that kind of stuff, so I do use that one a heck of a lot. Then we have Gold Fever, which has more of a pinky undertone, which is really showing up on camera. It is a lot more gold in person, to be completely honest, but it is just so pretty. Not my most popular out of the golds, but definitely one to have in your kit because it is stunning. Second to last is Wow, which was one of my first ever pigments I ever picked up from Peaches and Cream, and again it's a complete must have in your kit because it is just such a subtle sheen but really nice on the lid, and it is a little bit deeper than the other golds, so if somebody wants something with a little bit more depth to it, then I would definitely pick Wow. And then finally we have Famous, which is again speaks for itself. It is just the most unreal shade, so this one is Famous. So that is the end of today's video. I really hope you all enjoyed, and I hope I've not made you spend too much money, because I know whenever I watch these videos I'm just adding the pigments like there's no tomorrow. Peaches and Cream do have some really good bundles on their website, so be sure to check them out and let me know in the comments which ones are your favourites or which ones you're going to purchase. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.